Well, what if you never had to change your clocks? Well, it just might happen. The Senate unanimously approved a bill yesterday that would make it so you never have to turn your clock back again. It's now headed to the House for a vote. And to hash this bill out a little bit more, we're happy to be joined by U.S. Senator Patty Murray. Good morning, Senator.
Good morning. Great to talk to you.
Yeah, first off, tell us about this bill and what it means for Americans.
What the bill is that we passed the Senate yesterday will mean that you don't have to change your clocks anymore, that we will stay on daylight savings time. So it means not messing with those clocks twice a year, not trying to explain to your kids why they have to get up earlier or later or all those complications. And it means we will have more light later in the winter time, which to me is just a gift.
Now, this you passed unanimously in the Senate, which, finally something that can bring all Americans together, I think. Do you expect it to have the same support in the House?
Well, we are beginning to talk to House members. I am doing all that work as well as our other co-sponsors. I'm working with Senator Rubio from Florida, and we're both working our friends and colleagues. And I think this is a time for American people to speak up and let their members of Congress know this is something they want.
Now, we spoke with a UW sleep expert actually last week on our show here, and he argued that standard time is actually better for the body than daylight saving time because of how our bodies react to daylight in the morning. Were sleep scientists consulted at all in the writing of this bill?
Well, there are scientists on all sides of this. We also have scientists who say it is much better for people to have more light in the evening during their most productive hours. And so I think, you can argue either way. But for me, I like, if it's dark in the morning, I understand that, but I know it's going to get light. But once it gets dark at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, that's the end of the day. And I think to me and to many people, it is much better to have a winter where you have, you don't go to sleep at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
I personally am right there with you. I like it to be lighter later because I like it to have something to look forward to, I guess. But the move to permanent daylight saving time was tried back in 1974. It had big nationwide support. There were quickly complaints, though, about children going to school in the dark, people commuting to work in the dark. There is that side of it, too. I know public support quickly plummeted. It didn't even last a year. How is this time going to be different?
Well, I think people recognize there's a choice. And that obviously passing a law doesn't mean more daylight time, but when you have it. But there's a second part of this that I think is key to this is we're just tired of changing our clocks, trying to explain to our kids and our pets and ourselves that we have to lose an hour of sleep again, or we have to gain an hour, and we're trying to figure it out. If you have kids and you just got them into a sleep pattern, and all of a sudden everybody has to change their clocks, it's a nightmare. Why put this stress on families twice a year? We can take that away.
And lastly, real quick here, when could this potentially go into effect?
The way the bill is written is that it will go into effect 1 year from now. And that's so that all those folks who have to change schedules, flights, those kinds of things, will have the time to be able to adjust to that. So my hope is a year from now, you will never have to change your clock again.
All right. I like it. I know Brian over here likes it as well. Thank you so much, Senator, for joining us here this morning.
Thank you. Great to see you.
All right.